You have a pay-per-view. Why would you book a pay-per-view the same fucking week as you're debuting on Fox and you're treating that like a pay-per-view because you got Hogan and Rock and Austin and all these other bums of Hall of Famers that doesn't really belong on the show to me because you have nothing to do with SmackDown. I will not lie to you at all. I really won't. Okay? AEW happened Wednesday night. Now, I was going to do a review, but I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. I got to go to school. So I held it off. I held it off for at least a day or two because I figured, why not? I already have my Vengeance Universe Small pay-per-view ready to go. So I might as well just relax on that. But right now on the 70s podcast, I just want to talk about Dynamite and what happened on that show. Not much, but I just want to talk about the major stuff that happened at Dynamite. Like, Jack Swagger, Jake Hager is on AEW, I guess. He's in the roster. Remember, they did say that the roster is not 100% announced, that they only announced about 50% or more than that. But they didn't announce the entire roster, so there's still hope. And besides, Jake Hager, I mean, I popped when he came through. I'm not going to lie. Now, a lot of people online are like, Jack Swagger? I mean, didn't he win like a world championship or something? He did. Well, he's a mid card. Like, I don't look at Jack Swagger like, I mean, yeah, that's in WWE. Like, I'm looking at this in a different way. Like, don't take someone and associate like what happened in WWE. I'm looking forward to what they're gonna do now with him in AEW. Now, some people are taking things the wrong way on the first episode where it's like, there's like a whole faction, Jericho, Guevara, and Santana and Ortiz. I'm like, really? Where did you get this? Where did you get this information from? Like, I mean, yeah, you saw it on TV. Yeah, they're all standing in the line. This happened before. Didn't this happen on Raw like last week when what was it? AJ Styles and then you had Styles, Ziggler, Rude, Gallows, and Anderson all standing tall over Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, Cedric Alexander, and others, and yet nobody's like, oh, they're gonna be a faction, but yeah, on AEW, you figured that there's gonna be a faction. I mean, why? I don't see it. I don't see why they would make it a faction. Makes no sense. Santana and Ortiz should be focusing on becoming the AEW Tag Team Champions. Jake Hager should start getting his name in the wrestling world again. Like, yeah, his name's being mentioned and being talked a lot right now, but he's got to keep that momentum rolling like how Moxley did. Moxley came through and took out Omega, freaking Death Rider, and Impaler DDT right onto the glass table, which was a nice thing. I'm like, I won't lie to you. When I put on TSN 2, right? Here in Canada, TSN is where AEW would be on. I put on TSN 2, and I'm literally just sitting and I'm looking at the TV screen. And I'm like this. I'm just like this. Cause like this at this point it's like 8:01 and the screen is still black. I'm like, and then they showed the intro, and I'm like, yes, 1,000 times yes. And I just started, and then I that's why I showed the video on Twitter. That like, yep, I'm watching it on my TV screen, and yeah. From that point on, I was just hyped. I was like, you know what? Nothing on this show could upset me. Nothing at this point. Because I'm grateful that I'm able to watch it at all. Unlike NXT, Triple H, you should probably get on that. Talk with Sportsnet. You're able to get SmackDown be on Fridays, so why can't you get NXT to be on Wednesdays? I'm just saying. I don't know. But, yeah. Wednesday night was a crazy night. I watched AEW of course, you know, on TV. I did not watch NXT. My dumb ass was still on Twitter. I was just tweeting out my thoughts on the show. But then I see people tweeting out about NXT. I'm like, ah. Now, part of me was like, why did I stay on Twitter? God damn it. And then I find out that Finn Balor is on NXT, which, great. I'm happy for that. Adam Cole retained the NXT World Championship. Baszler retained the championship against Candice LeRae. And O'Reilly and Fish retained the tag titles against the Street Profits. And then the boy is back, Tommaso Ciampa. They're going to come back and get Goldie. I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that. I waited until Thursday. I don't know when I'm going to upload this video. I really don't know. But I waited till Thursday afternoon, like after school. When I came home around 3. No, I came home around 4 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening. And I'm like, you know what? Let me watch NXT fully just to get the feeling. And I watched the show. And I still find it crazy that this show did 900,000 viewers. This show, NXT, was mind-boggling, okay? Now, yeah, there were some matches that were, I don't know if they were rematches, but there were some matches where you could tell, okay, this guy's going to win, this guy's going to win, this girl's going to win. You know, Io Shirai and Mia Yim, I'm not going to lie, if you, like, this is what I'm afraid of. And I watched Grimm's Toy Show reaction video to AEW and NXT, and stuff like that gets me worried about wrestling fans now, to where they're going to judge everything. They'll be, oh, I don't care about this match. I'm gonna watch this. You know, they'll just shit on this and then watch this and then shit on that and watch that. Like, I'm just gonna be like, look, AEW killed it on Wednesday night. Only match that was lackluster was, or not good at all, MJF and Brandon Cutler. Now, a lot of people are just like, who is this guy? I get it. Like, it's low-key annoying at times, where you just have it being repetitive again and again. I don't know if they're making a joke out of it or not, just repetitive. Like, oh my god, I get it. Like, who is Brandon Cut? I get it. I mean, did I know the guy? No, not really. But I did watch Being the Elite, and I found out who the guy was. I started watching Being the Elite, I think around when AEW did the first press conference heading towards Double or Nothing. That's when I started to watch Being the Elite more often. So at times before I watch clips, but now I watch it more often now. And, dude, just, you know, I watched him, Brandon Cutler, being able to go on. He was into wrestling before. He wrestled in the past, and then he left because he wanted to start a family and wanted to have kids and have a normal life, I guess. And then that itch came back, and he came back into the wrestling business, started to make outfits for wrestlers, and then Young Bucks were like, no, we got to do a solid, and they signed him. They were able to talk to Tony Khan, which a lot of people keep freaking taking things the wrong way. Yeah, they're executives, but they don't make the final decision. Tony Khan is Vince McMahon. The final decision goes to him. I don't get why people keep saying, oh, like on AEW, oh, Cody winning. Why does he have to win? Oh my god. I mean, is Cody not in a championship match in about 5 weeks from now? Don't you need to build somebody that's in a championship match, or do you want them to lose weeks going on into the pay-per-view? This isn't WWE, where wins and losses don't mean shit, and whatever happens, and you just watch the show because whatever. No, wins and losses freaking matter in AEW. That's what people are missing out on. Wins and losses matter. Why do you think, if wins and losses didn't matter, you think Adam Page wouldn't get a win over Pac on Dynamite this week? Or the likes of Chris Jericho would have got pinned by one of the members of the Young Bucks. You know, like one of the Young Bucks, Matt or Nick Jackson could have pinned Chris Jericho in that 2-on-3 handicap match on Dynamite. If wins and losses didn't matter. Now, me saying all that, you're probably thinking, well, yeah, if wins or losses didn't matter, then that probably wouldn't happen because, logic still has to matter. Well, yeah, but at the same time, if it was WWE, logic is out the fucking window. This is AEW. They think a lot. Now, yeah, there was some points where they kind of dropped the ball on things. People brought up, well, they should have had referees or, security guards or whatever the hell it may be, right, come out and stop the brawl between, or the fight rather, or the attack between Jericho and Cody. But, yeah, okay, you're right. I'll let that one go. You're right on that. But then there was times where they actually did, correct their mistakes, and they actually brought the referees to stop the brawl between those two, between Lucha Bros and SCU. So there's that. And there was no referees to stop the ending of the show when there was a whole brawl. Well, then again, that happened in WWE a lot, and I don't hear anybody complaining. So why everybody complaining now about AEW doing it? But yeah, when WWE did it many fucking times, and you can't tell me no. I'm on the network at least every day of the week, so you can't tell me shit that I haven't seen. You can't tell me what I haven't seen yet. Unless it's like mid-90s up, like 80s and shit, then alright, but mid-90s down, I've seen everything. So, yeah. At the end of the day, what I'm worried about wrestling fans is that they nitpick on the littlest, worthless things. But again, at the same time, if it bothers you, it bothers you. I can't do nothing about that. I can't change your mind. Who the fuck am I trying to change your mind, So, all I'm saying is, I'm worried. I'm just worried that wrestling fans are just gonna have this stupid war against each other. I'm like, y'all act like this is some gang-related shit. Like, if you want to join this gang, you gotta stick with this gang, gotta be loyal. You can't be in this gang and go to another gang's place and chill. No, like, what type of mentality y'all having here? Y'all can't enjoy both shows? I did. I watch nothing else on TV but wrestling. I really don't. Unless it's something from the past, like, Family Channel, Disney Channel stuff. Outside of that, there's nothing I'm willing to watch. Now, low-key, there's a show coming up with Batwoman. I low-key want to check that out. First episode. If they got my attention, I'm going to keep watching. They lose my attention, dawa, right? But literally, wrestling's the only thing I watch. I watch Raw, all 3 hours. I watch SmackDown when it's coming up on Fridays now. I watch NXT, well, whenever I feel like it, honestly, because it's on the network. I can watch it anytime. But now it's on TV. So, well, same shit. I can just find it on the website, and I'll be able to watch it like that. I don't have to wait for the network to come up, because the network's been giving people a lot of issues as of late. So, I don't want that. I don't want that whatsoever. I'm watching Raw, SmackDown, NXT, sometimes NXT UK. Now with Dynamite every week, and I'm watching that shit every week. There's no way I'm not watching a fucking episode of Dynamite, just saying. And Impact Wrestling. Yes, I still watch Impact Wrestling. I just caught up with the last episode when Brian Cage, was having the reception in the ring with Melissa Santos. And, you had Sami Callihan coming out and just, bashed her in the head and shit. I mean, entertaining. I mean, that ceremony was funny. The way how Eddie Edwards just came in and he was like, all drunk and shit. That was funny. But, I watch a lot of fucking wrestling. And then, guess what? Impact's going to be on Access TV. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it on TV like how I used to, right? But I don't know if they... I'm pretty sure they have it on the game channel, but on Tuesdays, when they go to Tuesday night on Access TV on I think the Tuesday after Bound for Glory, right? Yeah, right? They're going to start from there. Also, I think that's when 2K20 comes out, by the way. Also, NWA Power. NWA Wrestling is coming out next week. They already did 2 tapings, right? So, I'm hyped for that. I want to watch NWA wrestling. I want to check it out. You got James Storm there, Eli Drake. You know, I just love how I have all these different wrestling shows and brands and like these are all true outside of WWE alternatives, real shit. So I can't wait. Wrestling's gonna be the only thing I'll ever watch for the rest of my life until I get sick and tired of it. If I was able to watch Raw and SmackDown back-to-back nights, even the worst times, which is this year and last year, and yeah, maybe the year before that too, right? Then I can withstand all this, you know? Be able to go on YouTube, watch NWA Wrestling, 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm sure. And then we got AEW on Wednesday, Friday on SmackDown, or for SmackDown. And then, yeah. But this week, we had Raw Monday. Nothing on Tuesday. Wednesday, AEW and NXT. I watched NXT today, though. And Friday, SmackDown. And then Sunday is fucking Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell. So... And by the way, I'm gonna just talk about this real quick. Hell in a Cell only has 3 matches booked for this show. Rowan and Harper versus Bryan and Roman. The Raw Women's title in a Hell in a Cell match and the Universal title in the Hell in a Cell match. That's it. No WWE title, which I don't think that should be on the card anyway, because I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to defend the championship 2 days after. Intercontinental Championship. Where the hell is Shinsuke Nakamura? Maybe him and Ali will go at it, I guess. The United States title, AJ Styles. I don't think he has to defend it because he defended it on Raw, so it doesn't really need to be on the pay-per-view. But what I would do is I'll have like a Battle Royale or something on the main show. Make the United States title a little bit more important. So what do? You have them more contenders Battle Royale matchup on Hell in a Cell, so where you can build into Raw the next night. Oh, there's a U.S. title match between such and such, or this person versus AJ Styles. There you go. What I would do with the Raw Tag Team titles, I don't know if you want to book them or not on the show. Maybe you have the War Raiders taking on Rude and Ziggler for the Tag Team titles on pay-per-view, because the War Raiders have not lost a match yet, 2-on-2 wise. I think so. And that's it. SmackDown Tag titles, who are the champions again? The Revival. There you go. The Revival. Do they have... No? Nobody? Okay. So, yeah. And then you got Bayley. What's Bayley doing? How's Bayley? Is she gonna... No, she's not defending her title this Friday. So, what's Bayley doing? What's her schedule like? Oh, she's free. Oh, she's not... Is she gonna stay home? Is she gonna have a day off? Like, what is Bayley doing? Like, again, you have a pay-per-view. Why would you book a pay-per-view the same fucking week as you're debuting on Fox and you're treating that like a pay-per-view because you got Hogan and Rock and Austin and all these other bums of Hall of Famers that doesn't really belong on the show to me because you have nothing to do with SmackDown. What does Hogan have to do with SmackDown? What does Sting have to do with SmackDown? Nothing. So, I don't know. It just... I don't know. I'm going to get on to some wrestling news here for a sec. Now, from WrestlingInc.com, WWE apparently released statement regarding AEW premiere. AEW Dynamite premiered last night on TNT against WWE NXT on the USA Network. As we previously reported, early indicators seem to suggest a ratings victory for AEW, 1.4 million viewers, by the way. WWE sent Wrestling Inc. the following statement regarding the AEW Dynamite premiere, congratulating the organization for a successful debut while noting this is a marathon, not a one-night sprint. Yeah, I saw AEW tweet how they beat NXT. I'm like, yeah, you did good, but don't get excited yet, because next thing you know, next week NXT kicks your ass in the TV ratings. I'm just saying. Or product-wise. Next you know, NXT kicks your ass in product-wise, you know? Maybe NXT puts on great matches. Maybe Finn Balor wrestles next week, for all we know. Because Finn Balor's not really hurt. He just took a break. I heard he got married or some shit. I don't really care. I'm not trying to get into his personal life because, unlike you other people, I actually don't care. But yeah, I think he's going to be good to go. I wouldn't be surprised if he wrestles next week. Why not? Quote, congratulations to AEW on a successful premiere. The real winners of last night's head-to-head telecast of NXT on USA Network and AEW on TNT are the fans, who can expect Wednesday nights to be a competitive and wild ride as this is a marathon, not a one-night sprint. End quote. We will have final ratings for both AEW Dynamite and NXT this afternoon. Well, AEW Dynamite and NXT ratings are in. So overnight. This is overnight. So AEW did 0.7 and NXT did 0.5. That was overnight, apparently. Now, if I could just look at the ratings now, God damn it. That's the whole thing. There we go. AEW Dynamite TV ratings, and it will say, I mean, I don't know, some people are just doing way too much, saying AEW buried NXT, which is off. But yeah, so from BleacherReport.com, who are in relations with fucking AEW, by the way, just putting that out there. All Elite Wrestling Dynamite, AEW's new weekly television program on TNT, scored a ratings victory over NXT on the USA Network in their first head-to-head meeting Wednesday night. Tony Mangelo, not good with names, of the Wrap reported AEW attracted 1.409 million viewers compared to 891,000 viewers for WWE's developmental brand. Oh no, well that sucks. Well, I'm just saying, yeah, it's good, it's great. I'm glad that they got a success with the ratings, getting 1 million viewers, but I'm just saying, can y'all keep that up, though? That's the thing. You can be great one week, but what about the next week? And 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 then the month? And then the next month? And the next month? And the next month? Right? How are they gonna be doing when it's WrestleMania season? Are they gonna still kick ass WrestleMania season? Because that's what even casuals told me in my freaking school. Like, oh, when it's WrestleMania, I watch WWE. I'm like, oh, well, it's WrestleMania season, I guess so. So I'm just saying, like, when it's Rumble season, I mean, what are you guys gonna have to counter that? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm intrigued with the match types AEW's going to have. Are they going to have their own special kind of match type? Because WWE has, like, a lot of match types. Like, the most, selling ones are Hell in a Cell, or a Steel Cage, Iron Man, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber. Like, what can AEW do to counter that, They gotta figure it out. They even have war games in WWE, so I don't know. I heard Cody wants to buy that. He wants to, do the original war game instead of having the war games what they have now in WWE, where they have no top of the cage, and if they did fix that though. Like, yeah, there's no top of the cage, but it's more entertaining. There's more chance for man to do flippy shit, right? So. Yeah, it may damage the history of the old school, but it's still entertaining. That's all that matters. So, there's that. Apparently, AEW President Tony Khan on Jon Moxley still receiving WWE benefits, which employees are insured. Quote, of the people you saw tonight, a large percentage of them are insured with AEW because they work full time for AEW. This is my 5th show I've done in 2019, and most people haven't been on all 5 shows. Of the people that have been on all 5 shows, most of them are full time and have full time benefits, said Khan. Quote, Jon Moxley actually does get health care, but he gets it through his wife, Renee Young, who is a full-time employee elsewhere. But Kenny Omega does get health care and is a full-time employee, as are a lot of people. Kenny is a part of my office, and he works a full-time job. There's others like Britt Baker, whose full-time job is a dentist, and she comes in and wrestle, I want to say, 4 of the 5 shows. So that's what Tony Khan said about, wrestlers getting benefits, I guess. Khan said that many of AEW's office roles, such as in graphics, creative, and production, have been carved out for wrestlers, so they have full-time jobs and get full-time benefits. Quote, end quote here. But there are some people who have come in and only done a couple spots this year that are not classified as full-time employees, is a complicated answer, stated Khan. So pretty much, if you want benefits, I guess you got to be a full-time guy, which is smart. I mean, I've worked in many jobs where they have those opportunities where they have benefits, but you got to be full-time, can't be part-time. I mean, I'm sure there's some places that have benefits for part-timers. I'm sure about that, but I guess in AEW's case, no, you got to be full. Let's talk about Jack Swagger. Again, even though I already brought up that people are just taking him lightly, even though he can entertain, he's actually entertaining. He has charisma. I mean, yeah, just because you saw him in WWE do nonsense and do nothing, doesn't mean he can't be better elsewhere. That's why people get this shit mixed up. I mean, yeah, he may have done nothing in WWE, even as world champion, didn't do shit. I get it. I see where you're coming from. But doesn't mean he can't be a big star. I love how people are just saying, oh, this is a TNA effect. How? That just started. The show just started, and they just got him now. Yeah, they did that just for a big pop, just to make him look serious, to be taken seriously. Again, give him time. Don't just immediately assume shit, because then I would be surprised. A month or 2 later, you're gonna be like, I'm Team Jack, or like you'll start coming around. I'm just saying, give him time. That's all I'm saying. Former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Jack Swagger, Jake Hager, may be headed to AEW, which this is reported on October 1st, so I might as well just not read this at all. But yeah, he's friends with the guys in the back, Cody, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he was able to go on and get success outside of WWE. Jim Ross, I felt like when Swagger or Hager came through, it felt like a big deal, because Jim Ross made it seem like he's a force to be reckoned with. And I like that, because that's what commentators are made for, to make the wrestlers sound important, no matter where they came from or what they did in a different place elsewhere. It doesn't matter. If they sound like a big deal, and the commentators make him feel like it's a big deal, at least give him a shot. Don't just shoot him down now and then start swinging from his nuts when he starts being successful on TV. This is kind of like when I feel like, low-key, I honestly feel this could be another Matt Hardy situation. And if you don't know what I mean, I still remember 2016 when Matt Hardy started doing his broken gimmick, and everybody on the internet, oh, I can find the videos now, and I can expose every some bitch on this fucking platform. They all came out and shitted on the gimmick, saying this is an embarrassment to wrestling. This shouldn't be a thing. What happened months later? They're swinging from his nuts, and they started to praise the man and saying, this is some good shit. Still remember those days. So this could be another situation where people are like, Swagger, trash, and then when he starts getting some buzz, because AEW knows how to, if they can make somebody like Sammy Guevara, who was not really known, but then after this first episode, made him a big deal on the first show, they can do the same for Swag, make him a big deal. So I'm just saying, give him time. Alright, unlike WWE, they know how to do shit right. WWE hasn't done shit right in a long time, and I'm talking main roster, not the whole company as a whole, because then I'll have to include NXT and NXT UK, which I don't want to. So there's that. Finn Balor being on NXT, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I really do. Finn Balor being on NXT. Now, there's one problem. I talked with my friend about this earlier today. What is there for Finn Balor to do on NXT? What is there for him to do? Maybe, I guess, go after the North American title or win the NXT Tag Team titles, but with who? Who? You know? What is there for Finn Balor to do, honestly? Finn Balor is still the longest reigning NXT champion to this fucking day, and he lost that title 2016. Nobody's held that title as long as him since. Now, I feel like if Ciampa did not go down with injury, maybe Tommaso Ciampa would have been champion to this day, because honestly, I don't think, maybe, I might be wrong on that, but I'm just saying, like, I understand anyone else on the roster going down to NXT. Maybe like the Ascension would be the same situation, but they desperately need it because they're dying a miserable death on the main roster. But again, they're still the longest reigning tag team champions on NXT to this day, and they lost that belt fucking 2014. Since Takeover Fatal 4-Way, they lost the tag titles to the Lucha Dragons, and still to this day, never had a tag team that surpassed them. They held the championships for what, 350 plus days, or literally almost 365, right? But yeah, what is there for Finn Balor to do? Yeah, have matches, great. Have matches with stories in it, double great. But winning the championship? I mean, Finn Balor. Some people like to say, well, Finn Balor's not wasted because he's done things like won the Intercontinental title twice, winning the Universal. He's the first ever Universal Champion, winning NXT title, having the longest reign in history still to this day. I get it. Finn Balor hasn't really been wasted, but what has he done? That's the issue. That's the problem that people don't really understand. What has he done that stood out and make you realize how great he was as Universal Champion? He didn't get a chance to because he was injured, right? But did they give him a chance to win it back? No, they did not. They just put him in matches where he's bound to lose anyway. Roman Reigns after SummerSlam last year. Royal Rumble this year with Brock Lesnar. They never gave Balor a chance to where, oh shit, Balor's gonna win. Or you have a feeling that he could win. Where in the past, again, he goes into these matches and he's Roman just won the belt. He's not losing. We all know Brock is going to WrestleMania. He's not losing. So, again, what did he do? And people saying great feuds. With who? With who? Baron Corbin. Oh, yeah. Being put in a doghouse. I remember that. That's a great feud. Being buried. Well, not buried. I don't want to say buried. That's wrong. But being beaten up after week, I mean, nothing much happening. Barely getting a chance to fight back, and then he comes back as the Demon against Baron Corbin in a squash match. Okay, I mean, there's only like one positive. There's like a positive thing until this year's SummerSlam. I think Finn Balor was undefeated at SummerSlam. He won in 2016, 2017, 2018, I think. Was it 28? Yeah, maybe 2018. Yeah. For 3 years straight, Balor was undefeated until this year when he went up against The Fiend. Okay? So, I'm just saying, yeah, Finn Balor may have achieved all these accolades, all these great stuff, but what has he done to where you sit there and you think, oh, that was so great that Balor did this. What did he do that was memorable on the main roster? Nothing outside of winning the Universal Championship. Outside of that, nothing. Nothing he's done has been memorable. Him beating Roman Reigns the first night on Raw on his birthday, 2016. That and then winning the Universal title were the only two things that he's done that was worth remembering. Everything else was just wasted. Intercontinental title reigns. Yeah, he beat Lashley. Yeah, he lost the title about 3 weeks later, and then won it back at WrestleMania as the Demon. Did nothing on SmackDown. Right? So, I just want to give my thoughts on Finn Balor. Let me just get to this fucking story. Finn Balor is on his WWE return, NXT return, and new merchandise. Live WWE Now episode. I don't really watch those. And NXT UK highlights. I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna watch that at all. So Finn Balor is back. It's real. I would assume there is merchandise. As noted, Finn Balor returned to WWE NXT on this week's episode and confronted NXT champion Adam Cole. Balor declared that as of this week, he is back in NXT. Balor took to Twitter and posted the following message, also promoting his new NXT t-shirt from WWEshop.com. He wrote, quote, "Finn's back. This is real. Hashtag WWE NXT." And his shirt is him posing with the too sweet, right, like this, and it says "This is real" at the bottom. It has his logo under it, and on the back it says Finn with a slash of yellow, and it has NXT right after. So it's like his name, but with a slash in between the ends, and then NXT, and then it has the XT after the last N. So there's that. So Finn Balor is back in NXT. That is great. That is tremendous. He'll be booked properly there. Thank God. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. And I'm happy to see it. Now I can't wait. Apparently Matt Riddle got hurt. Injuries announced to Matt Riddle and other NXT superstars. Tommaso Ciampa had medically been cleared from neck surgery that he underwent back in March. Ciampa returned at the end of last episode of NXT, confronting Adam Cole. NXT Tag Team Champion Kyle O'Reilly is listed as day-to-day after suffering a shoulder injury during the main event, as that saw he and Bobby Fish retain over the Street Profits. It was announced that he has an AC sprain. So he's not going to be having to do surgery. It's a sprain. Give him a couple of days, Give him a couple of weeks and he should be good. Don't let him wrestle too much. Let him find a different way to build up Undisputed Era's opponents for, I believe, TakeOver War Games that's coming up. But then again, are they really? Yeah, they got to build for War Games. I think they're going to do that mid-October, leading into November. That's when they're going to start building it because, then again, this is live. NXT's live now. It's not like before when they fucking tape. Their Impact Wrestling, they tape for a lot of shows for a lot of weeks, and then when it's the pay-per-view, that's when it's not that. No. Candice LeRae is listed as day-to-day with a neck contusion following her loss to the NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler. Shane Thorne is also day-to-day after suffering an AC sprain during the loss to Johnny Gargano. Matt Riddle is not currently medically cleared, according to the report. Riddle lost to Cole in last episode of NXT's opener with the title on the line. So, that's crazy. A lot of injuries. But not major, they gotta go and do surgery and whatnot, Oh, I want to see this. AEW's premiere viewership for Canada revealed. Let's see. The premiere of AEW's Dynamite on TSN2 in Canada reportedly drew 109,000 viewers on Tuesday night. Got this wrong. According to Post Wrestling's John Pollock on Twitter, AEW faced stiff competition in Canada last night as they went up against. Oh, okay, fair enough. Canadians love their hockey, so there's that. AEW faced stiff competition in Canada last night as they went up against the NHL opening night game between the Senator and the Leafs. The Prime Minister's French language election debate also aired that night. AEW viewership was described as a good number for Canadian TV, according to Pollock. As noted, the AEW Dynamite premiered on TNT drew 1.409 million viewers last Wednesday, ranking number 2 in the cable top 150 18 to 49 demographic. AEW won over week 1 over WWE NXT, which drew 891,000 viewers and ranked 10 in the cable and top 150. You can read our original report on the AEW NXT viewership by clicking here. Wow. Well, that is crazy. Well, again, there was a lot of stuff going on in Canada. I didn't know that there was a hockey game going. I heard about it because in class at school they discussed, but yeah. I didn't know all that. I really didn't know all that. And another thing was happening that the Prime Minister French language fuckery was going on too. But either way, AEW did good. So I don't really care. So again, now let's talk about more on AEW. A lot of AEW shit. That's crazy. Tops WWE SmackDown in major demo. Most watched non-WWE show in 5 years. As previously reported, AEW Dynamite premiered on TNT on Wednesday, gathering 1.409 million viewers, topping NXT's viewership. I'm not going to say this again. Which was airing head-to-head by 58%. AEW Dynamite was the second highest rated show on cable on Wednesday in the 18 to 49 demographic with a 0.68 rating. It topped NXT with a demographic of 112.5% as NXT did 0.32 rating and was number 10 for the night for the demo. AEW Dynamite actually narrowed topped last night's Tuesday's episode of SmackDown Live in the 1849 demo, while AEW Dynamite scored 0.68 rating. SmackDown garnered a 0.67 rating in the demo. AEW Dynamite was also the most watched wrestling show on cable that wasn't Raw or SmackDown in over 5 years since April 10, 2014 edition of Impact TNA Wrestling, which did 1.42 million. So, wow. That's crazy. Impact Wrestling hasn't done that well since then, honestly. So, AEW doing that great, but that was just their debut show. We gotta see if they can continue that. If they can, that's great. If they can't, then that's the problem. If they can't continue that, then that's a problem. I'm sorry, that's a problem. Now let's talk about WWE stuff. Over 500,000 viewers tuned in, then out for Raw segment with Hogan and Flair. Can you blame them? Can you? You can't. You can't really blame people tuning out to Raw with Hogan and Flair on, because Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed the segment, but I just didn't enjoy Hogan and Seth Rollins. Oh, for fuck's sake, Seth Rollins needs to get his ass whooped so bad. Oh my god, I can't stand it. Anyways, WWE Hall of Famers Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan really moved the needle Magneto for their Miz TV segment with The Miz on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw season premiere from Phoenix, Arizona. Well, over 500,000 fans tuned in to see the Nature Boy and the Hulkster return to Raw, but then tuned out right after the segment was over, according to Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer Radio. WWE's nostalgia segments often do good numbers, but the Flair, Hulk, and Miz TV segment did better than usual. As noted, Monday's season premiere of Raw drew an average 2.571 million viewers, up from last week's 2.210 million viewers, and the best Red Brand viewership since the post-SummerSlam episode on August 12th, which drew 2.729 million viewers. The first hour drew 2.701 million viewers. Last week's hour 1 was 2.372 million. Second hour drew 2.592 million viewers. Last week's hour 2 episode of Raw was 2.213 million, and the final hour drew 2.416 million, and last week's hour 3 was 2.44 million. You can read the full ratings there. So yeah, of course, when you get the old bastards on TV, of course you're gonna see some good shit or like ratings pop up. But everything else, no, you're not gonna see anything else outside of that. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna rant on something about. I'm gonna rant about CM Punk real quick. I'm gonna rant about something about CM Punk. But before I get to that, apparently, Finn Balor got a tattoo. Apparently, Finn Balor got a tattoo, which. Of course I'm gonna check it out, because why not? He got a tattoo. It's on his wrist. Like, he got something on his wrist, like right here. Like there's something like right over. It's like here, and then like, into the sleeve. Like it's somewhere there, right? So cool. He got a tattoo. Do I care? No, not really. But nice to know that Fat Balor got a tattoo. Either way. Now CM Punk and WWE's backstage show for Fox on FS1. Why can't wrestling fans let it the fuck go? Like, why? Explain to me they can't let go. I've made a video about this already. Why can't they let CM Punk just let him go? What happened to if you love something, you let it go? If you love Punk, you let him go. Like, just stop. Enough. I want him back in a wrestling ring. I'm telling you, I want him back in the wrestling ring as much as you do. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell the man what he should do because it's what I want. No. For you to come out here and say, "Oh, yeah, he's going to be talking about wrestling." And he has no problem talking about wrestling, I'm sure. But him doing it, that's the thing. I've listened to... He did a podcast with somebody. I forgot the show already. I literally watched it. Colander Live, right? He did a show with Colander, right? Talked about... He's open-minded to talk about anything. But as far as wrestling goes, like him doing it, he has no interest anymore. So I don't think he has. It's not about him having interest in wrestling in general. Like he's not gonna talk about it or be a part of it or whatnot. It's not that point. It's not at that point anymore. It's him actually doing it or not. That's the point. And he said, "Yeah, if it's wrestling, I'm not interested." Like he even said it here. Quote, "Yeah, I did." Punk said, "I'm very much in a position where, well, come talk to me. I'm open to anything." Punk continued, adding that this does not necessarily include wrestling. If they come to me with, "Hey, you want to wrestle? Hey, we want you to wrestle," I'll say, "I'm not interested." There you go. So yeah, he may be talking about WWE and his thing with whole Fox, and like he said that Fox got to him, not WWE. Okay, but there you go. He's willing to do his show because why not? It's a big opportunity. He's always looking at opportunities that come his way instead of him just like knocking things away. But no. He's willing to take it on and see what he can do with it. That's what he's trying to do. But as far as him wrestling goes, he's not willing to do it anymore. And honestly, do you really think a Punk today? I mean, what he said on the podcast was so true. He said, if CM Punk went back to wrestling, all you fucking fans out there are expecting, the old CM Punk from 2011 when he cut that pipe bomb promo. But it's 2019. You're going to get 2019 CM Punk. So, you think, so if he comes back to wrestling, what's going to happen now? Yeah, he's in the company, and then what? What are you going to do then? You know? Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there. He can do a lot of stuff, but at the same time, if the man doesn't want to do it, who are we to fucking judge at this point, right? So, I'm just saying, just let it go. The dude doesn't want to do it. Just leave it be, fam. Just leave it be. Yeah, he said, quote, my agents just called me and Fox is throwing everything at this because they spent a lot of money on this and they're all in to make it work. Originally, I thought it was a WWE thing, so I was just like, no. But then they said, no, this is Fox. He continued, quote, I'm not dealing with anybody in WWE. They explained to me what it was, and I love Renee Young. Renee Young is a great person. She's Canadian. She's super over the top, nice and friendly. I prefaced it with, guys, I'm not going to come in and dump all over stuff just to dump on it. That's old Phil. But if it's bad, I'm not going to be able to pretend it's anything but bad. So if they want to present it like it's a real sport and just have a show that recaps stuff just like they do with the NFL, just like with the NHL network would do with hockey games and stuff like that, that's where we are with that. So pretty much Punk is like, look, I'm not going to come in there and bullshit and be like, yeah, this is good, even though it's shitty. He wants to come through, do the show, and be legit. If he has feelings on it, well, this only means now he has to watch the shows now. And I remember one time he said that it's hard for him to watch because all these LED lighting and shit, right? So he has to watch the show. There's no way he can just, not watch the show and then critique it, even though the dude didn't watch the show. Like, come on. He has to watch the show now. So I'm sure Renee Young is going to fill him in on a lot of things if he is going to do this shit. He confirmed that he was there, but he didn't say if he got the part or not. But I'm sure if they want this show to be a success, you would get CM Punk. Just saying. It'd be the closest thing to a WWE return we'll ever get. And I'm not mad. I got people like to say, he's going to go back to WWE. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me go back to working with Vince. That makes sense. Where a dude that refused to take care of him or let him go home and rest up long enough to come back and stay. No. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So, Punk also revealed that no one from WWE has contacted him since the FS1 tryout. He joked, no, I'm the boogeyman. And then that's it. So, yeah, it's confirmed that the whole FS1 thing that I keep hearing about, to death for the past week or two, it's real. It happened. But guess what? Doesn't mean it doesn't mean, it's happening or not. But I wouldn't put it past the Fox to have him on the show because do you want people to watch? Yeah, people might watch for Renee Young, but at the same time, outside of that, Booker T, sure. But CM Punk, come on now. If you got CM Punk on this show, you're going to get viewership. Just saying. So, and that's it. That's all I got to say about, what happened this week so far. I really wanted to wait until SmackDown to do this 7 Days podcast, but you know what? I'll make a whole review video of SmackDown. Actually, not to lie, because I'm going to be going out Friday. I'm going to be going out Friday tomorrow, so yeah. I'll figure it out. I'll probably do a review. I'll probably record the video during the night and then post it up on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know, but I will make a react. I'll do something. I'll react to whatever happened on SmackDown or whatever the case may be. Maybe I'll do a reaction. I'll upload it quickly up to YouTube, and then I'll do a review show afterwards. Because I'm sure by the time we go to this nightclub, we'll leave the house by like 9:30 to 10. So by the time SmackDown's almost done, then I'll be able to go. So I guess that might be the case. I don't know what's gonna happen, but hopefully I don't die that night because there's a lot of shit going on. Let's pray to God I don't die tomorrow night. That's what I hope for. So, just saying. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of this podcast. Face cam, you see my beautiful face. Yeah, all this gorgeousness. I know. But if you guys can, please leave a thumbs up on this. I know I kind of rambled on. I know the way how I did this podcast. I understand. I'm not looking at the camera too much. Well, first of all, I'm really tired, so that's why I keep closing my eyes to let my eyes like take a rest for a sec, just so I can, I also just did things on the fly. I didn't really have anything planned out. That's how I normally do these podcasts. I don't really have things formatted, anything formulaic or anything like planned. I just do it on the fly, and that's how I probably shouldn't be doing that, so I should probably change my format on the show, which I do plan on doing eventually. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If I upload this before Saturday, which I probably won't, then check out whatever video I uploaded on Friday, which is the Vengeance pay-per-view match card for 2K19 Universe Mode. So I hope you guys would enjoy that. I do plan on making other videos, gaming videos, like I do plan on making a series of Def Jam because I've been wanting to do that ever since I started this channel. It's like I really want y'all to see me play my favorite. This has to be my top 2 favorite video game of all time, Def Jam Fight New York, right? So I want y'all to see your boy how he acts when he's playing his favorite video game. That's what I want y'all to see. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, subscribe, check out all the other videos I upload on the channel. Your boy's been going hard all day and night, on the channel, because 2K20 is coming out in literally less than 19 days. So yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. If you guys, again, I keep repeating myself, like the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all next time, and I'm out. Later.